Good evening, everybody. How are you? I hope you guys are well. Give me just a second. We're going to let people come into the room. Give me 1 second, guys. Can't see where the damn. Need to get glasses. I hope you guys are well. So, of course, I scheduled this live for 7. And then, of course, I did it earlier today. And right after I scheduled it, we all find out that Nicki Minaj's husband is arrested and was charged for not registering as a sex offender, essentially in the state of California. Just give me 1 second, guys. Let me get into my live stream studio. I'm going to talk about this Nicki Minaj situation first. And then I've been watching a lot of videos to get myself caught up on the whole situation with, the T.S. Madison interview with Tasha K that was done. Very, very interesting interview, to say the very least. Give me 1 second here. I am trying to manage here. Give me a sec, guys. There we go. All right. Just wanted to get into my live stream settings because I'm going to create a highlight video that just talks about the Nicki Minaj stuff. So let's see who's all in the room. By the way, I want to give a very, 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 very special shout out to my new moderator and to a content creator named Truth Seeker, the official Truth Seeker. Mods, please welcome the Truth Seeker, the official Truth Seeker. Yes, I seen that, Momo. Let's welcome the official Truth Seeker to the LeakYou family. She's actually already been a part of the LeakYou family, though, since like last year. Let me show her on her. Let me show her comment here so you guys will see her avatar. Everybody, please check out her channel and subscribe. I support her fully. This is the official Truth Seeker channel. Much love to you. She is going to be coming pretty hard with some videos, you guys, and she's working on building up her channel. Hey, Bama lady. So let me just recognize some people here in the chat. Hey, Momo. Hey, Gloria. Centel. Bama lady, what's up? Let's see here. Who else we got in here? We've got the official Truth Seeker. Got some folks in the bushes. What's up, BTK Killer? Diva D, good evening to you. Christine, hello. Hello, Miss Forrester. Triple Red X, what's up? You guys, that's another content creator you guys should be checking out. I've never seen negative coverage of me covered so unbiased than what I've seen with Triple Red X. Good job, Ben. I really, really have to give him his props on that. So this is Triple Red X, guys. When you get a chance, definitely check his channel out. Very entertaining. And he's got a really good voice for this as well. I feel like he's going to go pretty damn far. Shout out to, let's see here. We got Left Turn up in here. Renika up in here. Again, much love to Bama lady. Let's see here. All right. I see, I try to give some shout outs to you guys, in the chat or whatnot. But let's get started on this. So first off, let's talk about Nicki Minaj, guys. So Nicki Minaj, right, married this guy named Kenneth Petty recently. Wasn't it like late last year sometime, right? Okay, so he spent a lot of time in jail for sex crimes. Now, there's something that people don't really talk about a lot when it comes to this man, that he had a woman that had been with him that was actually shot in the head last year during the springtime. And she actually blamed him, Kenneth Petty, and Nicki Minaj for that hit, right? But I'm going to bring this up really quick and then I will share it out to you guys here. TMZ was reporting on this whole story with Nicki Minaj. And, I'll share this out to you guys and then we'll get to talking about this very interesting interview that Tasha K did with T.S. Madison. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Christine. Much love to you. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. I'll try to give y'all the best show that I can here. All right, so let me share this screen out here, guys, and let's talk about Nicki Minaj real quick. And then we will get to the T.S. Madison interview. So Nicki Minaj's husband was arrested by the feds, by some marshals, actually. Let me make sure this is sharing out to you guys. All right. So as y'all can see, TMZ is reporting this. TMZ was kind of the first to report this. And so essentially, they say that Nicki Minaj's husband's past is coming back to bite him. He was arrested by U.S. Marshals on an indictment for failing to register as a sex offender. Kenneth Petty was in federal custody as of today. TMZ was advised that he had turned himself in to the marshals. And according to court documents, he, faced a judge. Petty had moved to California in July of last year. But according to law enforcement, he got pulled over in Beverly Hills in November, and that's when all his legal troubles started. Beverly Hills PD made a traffic stop on November the 15th and determined that Mr. Petty was a registered sex offender in New York State, but had not registered in California as required. He was arrested and released on a $20,000 bond, and then the LA County DA charged him for failing to register as a sex offender. They said it appears he still didn't even check in after that, because now the feds are in on the case. He was indicted in federal court for the same thing, failing to register as a sex offender. TMZ, they're always loving to take that credit. They say, as we've reported, Kenneth's rap sheet includes a 1995 conviction for first-degree attempted rape. He served almost 4 years in a New York State prison for the crime and was required to register as a sex offender. If convicted on the federal charge for failure to register, Kenneth faces up to 10 years in prison. TMZ says they broke the story that Nicki and Kenneth hit up the Beverly Hills courthouse to get a marriage license in July, around the time the couple moved to Cali. They've reached out to Nicki's camp for comment, no word back. Now, they did do an update around 3 o'clock Pacific time, a few hours ago. They said that Kenneth appeared in court and he pled not guilty. Prosecutors wanted Petty placed on house arrest, but his attorney objected, and instead, Petty is being required to wear an ankle monitor. He will also have a curfew. Petty's lawyer says he's going to post the $100,000 bond later today, and that Petty will also be under pretrial supervision and has already surrendered his passport. His travel will be restricted to Southern California, so he can't even go back home to New York. Petty also cannot use drugs, even marijuana, from legal dispensaries in LA. He has another hearing scheduled for March 23rd. My bad, let me turn that off. I have my AC running here. So what do you guys think about this? The first thing that comes to mind for me, I'll be completely honest with you guys, it's like, you got all this money. You are with Nicki Minaj. Why couldn't you register in California? If you were moving to California and you knew that you were moving to California, Why not register? Why not? To, have done all that prison time, for the crime, that, they convicted him of, the attempted rape or whatnot. What in the world, that those rules are being mandated to you, and you're with someone who has all the money in the world possible, lawyers on deck, right? And you knew this was an obligation that you had. And I'm just really surprised that he didn't register. I mean, there was no secret. Everybody knew that he had been convicted of a sex crime, right? It was already a scandal, so to speak. So there would have been, no new scandal in him registering as a sex offender. And so it's really surprising to me that he would let something like that lapse. So, it's like they caught it. So July, they got their marriage certificate, right? And so in order to get a marriage certificate in that state, you would proclaim that you live in that state. Then they pull him over in November. Now, surely he could have used, an excuse, or, something like, I really live in New York, but I'm just here in California for whatever reason. But apparently paperwork got him caught up. So, to me, I'm just like, I can't feel bad for someone who knew, if anybody knew better, he knew better. He spent a lot of time, locked up. And I think if anybody knew, he should have known that he needed to register as a sex offender. And so I'm really, really surprised at the news today. Now, I wonder what Nicki Minaj is going to do. Okay, now the feds have charged him. Let's say he gets some time behind this, because they don't play when it comes to the sex offender registration. They don't play. So let's say that the feds are able to convict him. Then what? I find it really weird that Nicki Minaj has so much sex offender type stuff around her. Her brother, her husband. I mean, if we're going to keep it real here for a minute, a woman of such success, a woman who has all the accolades that she has, to even marry someone that is a registered sex offender. Now, I know we can't help who we love, okay? But, my understanding is they kind of hooked back up after some sort of a Thanksgiving turkey giveaway that Nicki Minaj was doing up in New York. He had just gotten out of jail or whatnot, and they linked back up. They know each other from the past and everything. But she could have her pick of any man in the world. And she walked into this relationship openly knowing about his past and still married him. I don't know what Kenneth Petty does for work, okay? I'm also going to keep this a bug. I don't know what he does for work. So who is paying for this fat ass ring on her finger? Who's paying for all that? Is really Nicki paying for her own wedding ring, for her own wedding? It's like, you kind of like side eye that a little bit. A woman of all that success. And it just, I think the one thing that we can kind of take from it is that people are going to love who they're going to love, regardless of what that background may be, is all I'm saying. So, good luck to the Petty family, to Nicki Minaj and her new beau. It's kind of crazy to me to see how she's been kind of fighting back and forth with her ex-boyfriend, Meek Mill, and even Safari on Twitter. And she's got this going on in her own house, right? So let me just look at some of these comments you guys have here. Okay, Christine. And by the way, baby, I will hit you up. Good. I'm praying for you, Christine, in regards to your health situation. So much love to you, sweetheart. Much love to you. Um, Momo says all that press of him and Nicki in that Trinidad girl's home may have hurt him now as well. Look who we're talking about. His last name fits him and his wife, Petty. Good one, Gloria. Good one. Hey, Bama Girl Vlogs. Hey. So we have Diva D says all these years he knows the routine by now. Exactly. Let me actually put some of your comments up here on the screen. Again, shout out to Bama Girl Vlogs. You guys definitely check her channel out and subscribe. She typically goes live during the day. And if I'm not mistaken, Bama Girl, you are a mortician, right? Or work at a funeral home or something? I was like, wow, I cannot tell you. I actually almost became a mortician myself. Back in my younger days. I kid you not. So when I heard her talking about that, I was like, wow, that is so interesting to me. So shout out to you, Bama Girl. Let's see here. So Marlo brings up such a really good point. Is Nicki Minaj destroying her brand in the sake of love, for Mr. Petty? Is that a possibility here? And I think, yes, I think that she is kind of tarnishing her brand a little bit. And it's like ever since she got with this guy, she's been really kind of loose-lipped. Remember when she went after DJ Academics and sent him all those DMs threatening him? Now, I know she probably knew nothing was going to happen with that, but he definitely put it out there for the world to see. Now, I don't know if she thought that he was not going to put it out there for the world to see, but it's like ever since she's gotten with this guy, she's just like more pumped up, so to speak. Okay, Bammer Girl, very interesting. Let me tell you, I would love to hear a story. I know I've heard you talk about some of the stories, but man, I know you got some crazy stories that you could tell in regards to being a mortician. So I would absolutely love to have you on one time and just hear about this. But I also can understand you may not want to go into your job as well, just because of these people here on YouTube. So, but that would be really fun and very interesting to say the least. Let's see. Centel says she's just like Trump. She's got to have someone to blame for her future downfall, like she did with Cardi. How do you guys feel about Nicki Minaj? Hey, Brianna, Michelle Lee, how are you? How do you guys feel about Nicki? Like, do you feel that Cardi B is sort of came up on the rap scene, and Nicki Minaj has been on the rap scene for years, right? And just in my humble opinion, I know Nicki Minaj. My kids love her. Okay, they love Nicki Minaj, and they're grown now, but they love Nicki Minaj, just like the younger kids love Cardi B. And I think everybody with a rapping career she still has a career in rapping. I just personally think that the explosion of Nicki Minaj across the world, that has happened for her. And it's now someone else's turn. And I really feel like Cardi B has stepped into that. Now, one person that people seem to ignore a lot is Young M.A. I love Young M.A. Love Young M.A. Shout out to Young M.A. She is doing her thing. She's always dropping music, fresh music, good music. Young M.A. has lyrics like nobody's business. She can get with the best of them, freestyle with the best of them. And yeah, her voice is unique. I don't know if she does something to make her voice, that way. Hey, Nutter Butter, what's up? Yes, you finally caught me live. But I like Young M.A. Is the world ready for Young M.A.? I don't know. She hasn't quite hit that big explosion like we've seen with Cardi B, right? But maybe her time will be next. I would just say to Young and May, keep doing your thing because you're doing your thing, girl. Definitely doing your thing. She's literally always dropping some fresh music on her YouTube channel. And I've been following Young and May for a couple of years, probably 3+ years at least. Way before she had, all these massive subscribers. Exactly. Young and May is doing it all her own on her own music. She's not even signed to a label, from my understanding. She is self-made. So shout out to Young and May. And shout out to Cardi B too. Shit, Cardi B's been doing her damn thing too. I don't have any criticism for really any of them in regards to their careers. They've all been very successful. Left turn. All right now. She obviously is attractive to some people too. Personally, not me, but I like her style. I think, when I see her, to me, Young and May is like the life of the party. It just seems like to me she could come in and really get a party crunk. You know what I mean? And I really like her music a lot, Now, I'm not discounting Remy Ma. Remy, Lil Kim, Iggy, Cardi, my favorite. Now, I don't know about Iggy Centel. I don't know about that one. Now, Remy Ma, what does she use? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? I will be honest with you that I'm not a Lil Kim fan. I know it's hard for me to say that when I got so many fans that are from New York. I'm not as much of a fan of Lil Kim. And I think, and I'll tell you why that is, I am partial and I am biased. Because when I tell you that I love Tupac, I love Tupac. #1 rapper that ever lived. There will never be another one like him. And during those days, it was an East Coast, West Coast thing. And I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. Tupac, although born, on the East Coast, he ended up going to the West Coast. And not that I really cared because I'm from the South, but he, had issues with that clique. Diddy, Lil Kim, we all know Notorious B.I.G. And he lost his life behind a lot of that. And there's been some things that's come out recently that seems to point to the fact that Diddy may have had something to do with Tupac's death. I don't know. We don't know for sure. I love Missy Elliott too. Missy Elliott came on the scene and killed it, and she still kills it to this day. And I think it's good that we, respect female rappers, because it's very hard for a female rapper to make it in the rap game. And what I really love about Young and May is that she's neck to neck with some of these dudes out here. Okay. Thank you, Unknown, for the super chat. Much love to Unknown. He's been modding for a while over here for the LeakYou family, and much love to Unknown. So let's see some of your rest of your comments. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Let's see here. Nicki's raps are the same. Plus, nobody can constantly get up on that Barbie stuff. Pills and potions, right? I don't know. She had her day. She had her day for sure. But I think now, theoretically, it is time for, some new, fresh talent to come up. And I think that is happening. And I don't think that takes away from the accomplishments that Nicki Minaj has had. I really don't. She's doing her thing. She's got the Queen Radio thing going on, and, good for her. I don't think, she will ever go away as a celebrity or superstar, but I think she needs to be very, very careful because her husband could very much bring a stain upon her. And I think that would be really unfortunate for her. So, you know, not that she would give a damn about anything I'm saying. All I'm saying is, you know, good luck to the Petty family, honestly. And I say let's move on to this next topic. So give me a second. The next topic we are going to talk about is this T.S. Madison interview that everybody else is talking about. And I, you know, when I tell you guys that I have watched so many videos today just to catch up, to make sure I was in the loop on what was going on